Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It may feel early to talk about taxes, but believe it or not, the best time to prepare for the 2026 tax season is right now. Every single year, millions of taxpayers deal with delayed refunds, unexpected tax bills, and stressful IRS notices. Not because they did anything illegal, but because they waited too long or missed a small but important detail. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by tax season, you're not alone. Filing taxes can feel confusing, time-consuming, and stressful, especially if your income situation has changed or you have multiple sources of income. But the truth is, tax filing does not have to be difficult if you take a few simple steps ahead of time. In this video, I'm going to walk you through what you can start doing right now to make filing your 2025 federal tax return smooth, accurate, and stress-free when the 2026 tax season arrives. Whether you've been filing taxes for years or this still feels new to you, these steps will help you stay organized, avoid mistakes, and feel confident when it's time to file. Let's start with the most basic and most important step. Step 1. Gather and organize your tax documents. Early. One of the biggest mistakes people make every year is waiting until tax season to start looking for documents. This usually leads to last-minute scrambling, missing forms, and filing errors that can delay refunds or cause problems with the IRS. Getting organized early makes a huge difference. You'll want to watch for important tax documents, such as your W-2 form if you're an employee. If you're a freelancer, contractor, or gig worker, you may receive one or more 1099 forms. These could include 1099, NEC, 1099K, or other income statements depending on how you earn money. If you earned interest from a bank account, you should receive an interest statement. If you collected unemployment benefits, there will be a form for that as well. Anyone who earned money through side gigs like Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, Etsy, Amazon, or other online platforms needs to make sure those earnings are properly documented. If you sold or exchanged digital assets, such as cryptocurrency during 2025, those transactions may also need to be reported. Many people overlook this, but digital asset activity is an area the IRS continues to focus on. A simple but effective habit is creating a dedicated tax folder. This can be a physical folder or a digital one using cloud storage. As tax documents arrive throughout the year, place them directly into that folder. This way, when tax season arrives, everything is already in one place. There are also tax organization apps and tools that allow you to upload, scan, and sort documents as you receive them. These tools can be helpful, especially if you prefer managing everything digitally. One very common mistake is filing a tax return before all documents have arrived. This happens often with 1099 forms, which sometimes arrive later than W-2s. Filing too early can lead to amended returns, which take time and can delay your refund. It's always better to wait until you're confident you have all required forms. Step 2. Update your personal information. This is another step many people overlook, but it's extremely important. If you moved during the year, legally changed your name, or experienced a major life event, such as marriage or divorce, make sure your information is updated with the IRS and the Social Security Administration. If the information on your tax return doesn't match what's on file, your return could be delayed or even rejected. Updating this information usually only takes a few minutes, but it can prevent weeks or months of processing delays later. Step 3. Review your tax withholding. Tax withholding is one of the most misunderstood parts of the tax system. If you owed money when you filed last year, or if you received a very large refund, that may be a sign that your withholding does not match your current situation. A large refund might sound like a good thing, but it actually means you gave the government an interest-free loan throughout the year. Owing money at tax time can be even worse, especially if penalties or interest apply. Changes in withholding are especially common if you started a new job, picked up a side hustle, got married, divorced, or had a child. Any of these changes can affect how much tax should be taken out of your paycheck. The IRS offers a free tax withholding estimator that can help you review your situation. You enter basic information about your income and current withholding, and the tool provides guidance on whether you should make adjustments. If changes are recommended, you can update your W-4 form with your employer. This helps ensure the right amount of tax is withheld throughout the year, reducing the chance of surprises later. Step 4. Planning for self-employed and side income. If you're self-employed or earn income that isn't subject to regular withholding, planning becomes even more important. Freelancers, contractors, investors, and landlords are generally expected to make estimated tax payments throughout the year. These quarterly payments help prevent penalties and large tax bills when you file your return. A common strategy is setting aside about 25 to 30% of each payment you receive into a separate account. This way, when estimated tax deadlines arrive, the money is already available. For the 2025 tax year, the final estimated tax payment is due in January 2026. Waiting until the last minute can lead to unnecessary stress, so planning ahead is key. Step 5. Build good habits now. Tax preparation isn't just about one season. It's about building habits that make each year easier than the last. Keeping records organized, reviewing your income regularly, and setting aside money for taxes can save you time and frustration in the long run. Even small steps taken now can have a big impact later. When tax season arrives, you'll already be prepared instead of scrambling. Now that we've covered how to organize your documents, review your withholding, and plan for self-employment or side income, let's move into the next set of steps that can make a huge difference when it's time to actually file your tax return. These next steps focus on getting your refund faster, using the right IRS tools, understanding tax credits you may qualify for, choosing the best filing option for your situation, and protecting yourself from tax scams. Let's continue. Step 6. Set up direct deposit for faster refunds. If you're expecting a refund, how you choose to receive it matters more than most people realize. Direct deposit is the fastest and most reliable way to get your tax refund. To use direct deposit, you'll need your bank's routing number and your account number. You can usually find this information through your online banking app or on a paper check. When you file electronically and choose direct deposit, most refunds are issued within about 21 days. Processing times can vary, but electronic filing with direct deposit is almost always faster than paper filing or receiving a paper check. If you don't currently have a bank account, there are still options available. Many banks and credit unions offer low-cost accounts, and some prepaid debit cards and mobile apps allow direct deposit as well. Just make sure you're using the correct routing and account numbers to avoid delays. It's also important to know that certain credits can affect refund timing. If you claim the Earned Income Tax Credit or the Additional Child Tax Credit, the IRS is legally required to delay those refunds until mid-February due to fraud prevention rules. Many of those refunds arrive later in February or early March, even if you file early. Step 7. Create and use an IRS online account. One of the most useful tools available to taxpayers today is the IRS online account. If you don't already have one, setting it up now can save you time and frustration later. An IRS online account works like a personal tax dashboard. Once logged in, you can view past tax returns, check your payment history, see balances owed, and track the status of payments or refunds. You can also set up payment plans if you owe taxes. Another major benefit is access to wage and income transcripts. If you're missing a tax document, these transcripts can help you see what income information has already been reported to the IRS. Setting up an account requires identity verification, including a photo ID. Doing this early is a smart move, since waiting until tax season can slow things down when you need access quickly. Step 8. Understand tax credits. You may qualify for tax credits, can significantly reduce the amount of tax you owe, and in some cases they can increase your refund. Many people miss out on credits simply because they aren't aware they qualify. For the 2025 tax year, the child tax credit is indexed for inflation and is worth up to approximately $2,200 per qualifying child under age 17, depending on income. Only part of this credit may be refundable. The refundable portion, known as the additional child tax credit, is capped at up to $1,700 per qualifying child. There are also credits available for other dependents who don't qualify for the child tax credit, such as older children or dependent relatives. Families who paid for childcare may qualify for the child and dependent care credit. Education-related credits may be available if you or a dependent paid qualified education expenses during the year. Energy-related credits are another area to pay attention to. If you made qualifying energy-efficient home improvements during 2025, such as installing certain insulation, windows, or heating systems, you may be eligible for credits. Tax credits may also be available for qualifying electric vehicle purchases. The key to claiming these credits is record keeping. Keeping receipts and documentation throughout the year ensures you don't miss out on benefits you're entitled to. Step 9. Choose the right filing option. When it's time to file your tax return, you have several options depending on your situation. If your tax situation is relatively simple, you may be able to file on your own using tax software. IRS Free File is available through participating software providers for eligible taxpayers and offers free federal filing. Members of the military community have access to MilTax, which provides free tax filing tools designed specifically for military-related tax situations. If your situation is more complex, such as having multiple income sources, self-employment income, rental properties, or significant life changes, working with a professional may be a good option. Certified public accountants and enrolled agents are trained to handle complex tax situations, and the IRS maintains a directory of credentialed preparers to help you find someone qualified. It's also important to note that the IRS Direct File program is not available for the 2026 filing season, so taxpayers will need to choose another filing method. Step 10. Understand extensions and payments. Filing for an extension gives you more time to file your tax return, but it does not give you more time to pay any taxes owed. This is a very common misunderstanding. If you expect to owe taxes and file an extension, you should still estimate and pay what you owe by the original deadline to avoid penalties and interest. Extensions are helpful if you're waiting on documents or need extra time to organize, but they should be used carefully. Step 11. Protect yourself from tax scams. Tax season is a prime time for scams, and scammers are becoming increasingly sophisticated. The IRS will not call, email, or text you demanding immediate payment or threatening legal action. They will not ask for sensitive personal information through unsolicited messages. If you receive a suspicious message claiming to be from the IRS, do not respond or click any links. Instead, go directly to the official IRS website or contact the IRS using a phone number you look up yourself. Being cautious can protect you from identity theft and financial loss. Tax preparation doesn't have to be overwhelming. By starting early, staying organized, and using the right tools, you can take control of the process instead of letting it control you. To recap, focus on gathering documents early, reviewing your withholding, planning for estimated taxes if needed, setting up direct deposit, creating an IRS online account, understanding available credits, choosing the right filing option, and staying alert for scams. A little preparation now can save you time, money, and stress later, and help ensure you file a complete and accurate 2025 tax return during the 2026 tax season. If you found this helpful, let me know which step you're starting with. Are you organising documents, reviewing your withholding, or setting up your IRS account? Drop your questions in the comments, and I'll help where I can. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.